Woo, woo, woo.
Everybody,
Yeah.
rock your body.
Yeah.
Everybody, rock your body right. TikTok's back.
All right. All right.
Oh my God, it's back again.
That was not even that long, though.
That was
They could have made us wait a little bit longer.
the whole thing was just so dumb. So dumb.
And lest we not forget who started the TikTok ban in the first place, and then who we were supposedly thanking
You're
for
supposed
saving.
to thank. He's like, "You're welcome, guys." No,
Hold on.
No, sir.
Hold on here.
you don't get to say you're welcome.
And then, like, I don't know. It doesn't seem the same. Like, it seems so sus now.
Yeah, well, they said that you're supposed to block, but I don't even understand. I'm showing my age now because they're like, you're supposed to block Meta. They're supposed to block Facebook and Instagram, and then it's supposed to get your FIP right back on.
Mhm.
But I don't even understand how you block Facebook from TikTok. How you block TikTok from Facebook? How you do
Why
that?
am I an even older millennial? And I Googled it this morning.
Girl, I'm like, I don't get it.
You push the little button, like the arrow, like you're going to send it to somebody, and then it says report, block, share. That's how. In case you need to know.
Got it. So did you do that?
I did. I don't know why I did it.
Did
but
it
I
seem
did.
like it worked or helped?
I mean,
Okay, I'm gonna do
I
it
don't
because,
know.
girl, I was confused. I was like, how you block Facebook? How you block a social media account from a whole another social, like all of Facebook? I didn't even understand.
Yeah, nothing makes me
Okay.
feel like an elder millennial more than like Googling how to do stuff.
Girl, that's all you gotta find out.
I remember being very confused when the kids were listening to Wub. I was like, what is Wub?
What is Wub?
It's what our generation would call like unsa music, like dance music.
Oh.
Or we say
I
unsa.
thought you said dub. Isn't that dubstep?
No, they called it Wub.
Oh. What's dubstep? That's different?
That's like a genre.
Oh, that's a whole different.
That's like dance music. But when we would say like the beat would go unsa,
Right.
theirs was a wub instead of a unsa.
Okay.
There you go. There's a line for
I'm like,
millennials, a
okay.
millennial line you didn't know
Yeah.
that existed.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know
so
how
yeah,
do you feel about TikTok being back.
Well, I mean, of course I'm happy. I'm excited that it's back. Like,
I'm pissed
but
off that I downloaded all of our videos and now I have to scroll past all them mofos every time I need to look for something.
Yeah, I do. I'm like, I should probably go clean up my storage there.
Not January 18th, Leslie panicked downloading everything the podcast is.
Girl, and it's just but it is very sus. Like, why did y'all do that? Like, it's just the whole thing. It's just.
Yeah, and they didn't even wait until Donald Trump was president again.
And they didn't even wait till midnight.
Not Texas time.
Not any. I think it was still 11:30 in New York. This was like 9.
Oh, really?
9:30. Girl, because I was busy that day. Let me tell you. Okay, so I was busy.
You were. We were texting you all day.
Yes, and I was like, I couldn't like really get a part of the conversation. And then I was on the phone because I had some clients. Okay, so I had some clients that wanted to write an offer, and they were older. So I wrote the offer and had to go over this in detail with these meticulous older people from Idaho, and they're from Idaho, so they're 2 hours behind. So it's like 9 or 8 or something my time, and it's like 6 there. And then so when it banned, I'm over here talking on the phone to these people, and LJ, he was like, "Mom, they banned TikTok. It's gone." And I'm like, "Yes, okay. So if you see in line 1A, you can see this is the earnest money." And he's like, "Mom, TikTok." "Mom, did you download your videos?"
Oh no, you're on the phone.
I'm on the phone talking to them, and I'm like, "Dad, like stop." And he's like, "Mom, so you don't even care." So you don't, and I'm like,
they had everybody so stressed out.
Yes, and I was like trying to tell him like I'm on the phone because he was like, "Why are you talking to people so late?" Because it was like 9,
Right.
And I was like, "They're from Idaho," and then I was like, "Just go away, I will." And then I hear him. He called my mom.
Oh
He's
no!
like, Mom, he's like, "Gee, mommy, they banned TikTok." I tried to tell Mom, but she doesn't really care. She's on the phone with talking to people from Idaho, and then like, of course, I talked to Mom later. She's like, "You're talking to people from Idaho?
Oh my
Like,
god.
what's going on?" And I'm like, "Oh my gosh."
And you still didn't get all your TikTok videos downloaded.
I did not get them.
I know, because I called you. I was like, "Did you get all your videos?" And you were like, "Nope."
I thought I had till midnight, so I was like, "I'm fine."
No.
Mid download, you're done.
That was a wild progression. It doesn't feel great.
And like I said, just to be like, don't put that like you've got to know that the American people are smarter than that now, than putting stuff up like that. Like, thanks to President Trump, you're welcome.
I mean,
Like, come on, be so for real. It's just annoying.
Yeah, it is highly annoying.
Yes, but it was funny that all the other countries were like, so some of them were like, "It's really quiet here now."
They were like, "Dang, the Americans really brought some flavor to this app."
Right? They're like, And some of them were talking shit.
Mhm.
Some of them were like, "Good, buddy, American."
I mean, that's fair.
That's
Also,
fair too.
Did you hear the rumor that all of our drafts posted, and that everyone around the world was laughing at all of our drafts?
Well,
they were like, "You dumb Americans!" Like, hey, we're dumb for other reasons than that.
wait,
We didn't know. Nobody told us that.
right?
And girl, I was devastated. The CapCut was gone. TikTok.
That was the big thing.
Because I was prepared for TikTok to leave because y'all been talking about it forever.
Right.
But CapCut?
Nobody. They didn't ever mention that.
that one just came back like yesterday.
Yeah.
I give a hallelujah for that one.
And then everybody was saying go to Red Note, but I was like, I don't want to. Like, LJ kept on telling me, like, everyone's going to Red Note, and I was like, I'm not gonna go to anything else new.
Yeah, I downloaded it, and then I didn't set it up.
Yeah,
that seems like a lot.
Yeah, I was like, no, I'm not gonna.
I still miss MySpace days. I'm not ready for.
I gotta learn a whole new thing. Like, no, but it was crazy. Yeah. So I guess go and block your.
Yeah, they say to block Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. This.
I don't know. I think it's a lot of smoke and mirrors in a bunch of different directions.
I'm just like, January has been a long year
already. Yeah, 2025. Man. But it's all right. It's the year of the snake. We're about to get through this. We're about to shed some skin and come out fresh, shiny snakes at the end. I don't know. I don't know.
You totally did a Michael Scott. Like, did you know where you were going?
Did not. I had the turntables.
I was just like, no, she's not landing it.
Did you see the similarities of Dwight Schrute doing his speech at the podium, where he bangs on the podium and does all this stuff, and they show it next to Elon Musk at the podium?
Oh no, and that would be great.
Don't you dare do Dwight that way.
For real.
Don't you dare.
For real. Oh my gosh, that I have to see that though. Oh, you did?
I did.
Okay, good.
I actually feel like I do have a new appreciation for TikTok since that 6-hour ban. But I feel like it's not going to be the same as it was before.
I'm not ready to say that yet.
See,
mine hasn't seemed too crazy.
The ban is only it's only for 75 days.
Yeah, so
they could take it again. I think it's a power move too to show, hey, we can take your stuff.
Right.
You ain't got nothing. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. TikTok. Well, you got anything else about that? No, but like, I'm already annoyed that Donald Trump tried to take the credit. Yeah. But
So what do you feel about the performers at the Donald Trump inauguration? How do you feel about them?
Um, I'm not gonna lie, Snoop Dogg hurt.
It was a little hurt, yeah, especially because he was, like, so
Uh,
adamant
yes,
about
he
it.
talked shit about himself. There's a clip of him saying, like, which one of y'all is gonna
Yeah,
do it first in 2016, and then saying, like, whichever one y'all it is, y'all deserve to get clowned on.
right.
And then in another
And then just like
interview,
and there's several, yeah,
yeah, like he's saying that this man is a racist, and if you support him, then f you and f him and f all y'all. So if like that's the attitude you're bringing to the table, then that's the attitude then you need to
right.
have when
So,
it
but
comes.
it was at the wasn't at the actual
It was it
inauguration.
was a crypto ball
Uh-huh.
celebrating Donald Trump as the
Mm,
first crypto president.
okay, okay, okay.
And that night, Trump launched his own cryptocurrency that happened to make a whole lot of money. Imagine that.
Oh,
So, everybody made money
I
that
see.
night.
I see.
I think that it just, I don't know. I wonder what Olympic 2024 Snoop Dogg thinks of January 2025 Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, I wonder has he said
He doesn't
anything?
need the money. No, he has not said anything. So I did look it up. So Snoop, Rick Ross, and Soulja Boy, they played at the Crypto Ball,
Mhm.
but Nelly, he played at the Liberty Ball. He was at a different venue. So Nelly did come out and he said, "I respect the office of the presidency." And
Mhm.
like, what? You're not going to answer the phone when the president calls you?
Mhm.
You're not going to answer the call? He was like, if you're getting drafted, it doesn't matter. Like if we go to war and you're being drafted, it doesn't matter who the president is. Your
Mhm.
country is calling on you. So he's saying, my country called on me and I performed.
Okay. Okay.
Nelly. Okay.
Right.
And then Snoop Dogg has not said anything, but Soulja Boy came out and said that he was financially motivated
Mhm.
and somewhat misled by the event. But then he said, uh, Donald Trump has put money in my pocket, but Obama never put money in my pocket.
Mhm.
Kamala Harris never put money in my pocket. Biden never put money in my pocket, but Trump did. So, you
Mm.
know,
Mm. 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 Mm.
that's just, and he said, and Trump wasn't even there.
Oh,
Like, okay. But then
well,
he said mid performance, he was like, this doesn't feel great.
oh, I think that you like, I guess it just depends on some people are, but you should like vet where you're performing. Like, wait, who is this performing for? Especially if you're that caliber of an artist,
Yeah,
like,
like
you
Snoop
should
Dogg did not need
probably,
the money. But I
right.
heard, so I don't know if this is true, but I heard that Trump had $190 million budget for his inaugural whatever.
Mhm.
And they offered 3 million to 50 Cent and he turned it down.
Mm.
So these guys made some money.
Right.
But I don't know, it did not, I didn't think it was a good look. It was like Snoop Dogg was performing for them instead of to them.
Uh-huh.
Like it was nobody was, like, vibing out really, they all just had their cameras out to
Uh-huh.
video record it. It
Right.
was weird. It was real
Oh.
weird.
I'm surprised Snoop. I wonder what he's gonna say, if he is gonna say anything or
I think Snoop Dogg's a capitalist, like,
right.
he's
He's just
he's
trying to
done
right,
everything,
for sure.
but it does seem like there has been a line before that it appeared that he hadn't crossed as
Right.
far as that went. Because he blames Trump for dividing us.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, like, just because he spoke so, like, adamantly and vehemently
Yeah,
about the subject is, like, the thing that gets me, like, at the end of the day, like, okay, you gotta do you, but, like,
right.
just because 'cause I'm like, "Oh, but you were so passionate."
Yeah, and I think that so I went down a TikTok rabbit hole
Mhm.
and I found this guy talking about like capitalism, how that previously, you know, hasn't really been tied to like your moral compass as much.
Mhm.
But in this political environment,
Mm.
that is going to
Mhm.
start having an effect. because they're saying Nelly, he has 2 audiences, like, his, like, nostalgic audience and then,
Mhm.
like, his newer, kinda more countryer stuff.
Mm.
And are who is gonna stick with him in the long run, and that he kinda picked sides at that point, because a lot of his audience is, for moral reasons, not gonna buy
Right.
his tickets
Right.
and his music and stuff. So, I don't know.
Maybe Ashanti can help get him back on. Like,
One
y'all,
can
he's
help.
fine.
No, girl. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know either. Like, for me, I'm not like super bothered or upset by it, but I know a lot of people will be though. I understand they can be. And the only reason I don't is because I'm like, I don't know. It's just a lot of work to be like mad and upset with people. So that's why I'm just like, let them do them. Otherwise, you have to like remember that you're upset, and you got to remember why, and then go like, oh yeah, I forgot I'm at. Yeah, I don't
I'm
have.
not mad, I'm just
Yeah, just
disappointed.
disappointed. Yeah, but that doesn't mean that
Especially
like,
because everybody fell in love with him this summer at the
yeah,
Olympics, and,
right,
like, I don't know, it was
yeah. But I'm not like, and I'll never go watch a Snoop show again. Like I'm not like
never.
that. Yeah, I'm just you're a little disappointed, but I'm not gonna like cancel or boycott him or anything.
They're saying that Tupac told us that he was a flippy flopper,
Oh, when did he tell us?
that he's a flippy flopper, and
Oh,
that
I
he's
thought
an
you. I was like waiting
opportunist.
for you to like quote some Tupac
Sh
thing. I'm
Yes,
like,
I didn't write my Tupac quotes
well,
down.
I thought that's what you were like saying. Like, oh yeah, that's what they said because I thought you're.
Well, I guess the whole Biggie thing, Biggie and, somebody went after Snoop and beat him up, and then Snoop said he would do a song with him, and Tupac was like, "Mm,
Hmm,
no."
I didn't know that I was not that deep in it
But
like that.
then there was a point where they were all friends, and, like, right before Tupac died, he was at there was, like, an MTV interview, and he was like, "We're all businessmen here. We're not trying to poppy each other."
Mm,
And then so I don't know.
I don't know either, girl.
But that one, it hurt a little bit.
Yeah,
I didn't expect that from Snoop. I was like,
yeah,
"Snoop Dogg?"
right,
Just
right,
because
right,
he literally doesn't need the money.
right,
Nelly, okay. Soulja Boy, okay. Even Rick Ross, like, I don't know.
right. Mm,
And it's because of what Snoop said.
yeah,
Like, I don't
like
know.
we didn't ask you to say it. You said it.
Yeah, this is the vibe that you brought to the table.
Right.
So, I
Sorry.
don't know.
And then, what do you think about the backlash with Carrie Underwood?
I mean, Carrie Underwood has always been Carrie Underwood. What y'all think
Right?
she was?
Like she's a white woman from Oklahoma,
I mean, I'm a white woman from Texas, so you can't
who
just
sings country music.
exactly. I mean, she's told you who she was.
Yeah, so I'm
I
like,
heard that she had to sing a cappella
yeah, she did.
and that she was not happy with her performance because she
Oh,
didn't get the same vibrato as Beyonce got when she came out for Kamala Harris.
oh, I'm sorry. Well, she didn't even come out. She was already standing up in the crowd.
Yeah, she wanted to be more. She wanted Beyonce level
Oh,
praise and applause.
she should have orchestrated that. Like, this is how I'm gonna come in. This is what I'm gonna
Yeah,
do. But she's saying Carrie Underwood now. That's talking about some pipes. Like that girl can sing. So Carrie, if you want some diva behavior, you got to demand the diva. Don't be scared. Don't say it afterwards. You better let them know. Hey,
uh-uh.
I'm sure Beyonce told him. What? Where? What time am I going out?
I can't hear
Who's
you.
all gonna be there? Nobody. Okay, just me and Kelly. Okay, she knew all the. Y'all gonna everybody gonna be quiet. You're gonna play this when I come out. So don't be complaining. You better put it out there. You gotta let them know.
That is on you.
You're gonna be a diva. Be a diva. You
Capital
deserve
D.
it,
Yeah,
Carrie.
yeah. You better go for it if you're gonna go for it.
Be a diva, girl. So.
Yeah, but I heard she was not happy with her
Oh,
performance.
but I thought she did good though.
I
But
didn't
it
know
was
she was
awkward.
gonna.
Like it was like they're like introduce her. Cause you know what? Now you said that. Yeah, it was like introducing Carrie Underwood. Like, it was kind of like Carrie Underwood, like some chick, like at a like maybe
Season
a
5 winner of
right, yeah, like a high school football game. Like, you can sing, like it's a big school,
right.
so you can sing the national anthem, but you're still just at a
Small time.
high school.
Right.
Yeah, like this is Carrie Underwood. Now that you say that, I'm like, it was kind of like, and she was just standing there awkwardly for quite some time because the music didn't work.
Yeah.
So yeah, she probably was pissed.
But girl, you are not no Beyonce. First
She
of all.
is not, no, but she can demand some excellence and
Yeah, you can
respect.
put some respect
You
on her
can put some
name.
respect on her name, yeah. But
But
also, Beyonce would never. She would already have those shit established.
right?
She would never be like, and I was upset at this. She'd been like, no, I planned that shit out before I got there, so it went off perfectly.
I love the videos where Beyonce's like, turn the fan on. But she's trying to sing and
Yes, somebody's getting fired.
Uh-huh.
I sing that in my head all the time. Somebody's getting. Can you imagine if Beyonce saying that and you were the person she's talking about? I would have left right there.
I would have, just shriveled up and died of embarrassment.
Right, well, the spotlight would went because I would have dropped the spotlight and went running forever.
I like the TikTok where it's like, give me the beat, and then someone says, anything for you, Beyonce, and they have a beat in their hand. A vegetable.
I saw a video of somebody posting it. I feel like it was not that many likes, so I'm like, it was like not like viral yet. And it's at the Renaissance concert, and like she was videoing Beyonce, and Beyonce looked at her camera for like 20 seconds. It was like dancing to her, and the camera was like,
oh,
and I was like, oh my gosh, I would die.
Yes.
Like everyone was like, she looked into your soul.
Girl, it's like Natalie, our listener that was at the Usher concert, who Usher gave a cherry to.
Ooh.
Oh, that would be nuts.
Yeah, they do that because they know that. What was we talking about? Oh, okay, yeah. We'll get off talking about Carrie.
Oh, yeah.
But she's saying good. But now that you mention it, it was like
a little awkward.
If that is like your equivalent to a Beyonce like person that will do that for you, then y'all need to treat her as such and don't have her come out here being like,
yeah, like Mariah Carey would never.
Yeah.
Never. Christina Aguilera, no. Cher, hell no.
So yeah, there's nothing wrong. Really, dude. I feel like a diva has a good. To me, I hear diva and I'm like, yes. So maybe it has a little bit of a negative comment to other people, but it shouldn't be. You're just like making sure that your brand is protected.
Exactly.
Basically.
What would New York do?
Na diva is the female version of a hustler. Of a hustler. Okay. Fun stuff.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it yet.
Yeah, I mean, it is what you have to have people. He is a president. You have to have people sing at his or perform or whatever his inauguration. Carrie Underwood, are you really surprised? Y'all, don't be surprised. Just the other people maybe were a little surprised and were a little bit disappointed, but also don't let it ruin your day.
Yeah.
Don't let it ruin your day.
Yeah.
Your dog don't know you. He doesn't know you. So.
Yeah, I'm like, are you really out here listening to Snoop songs and stuff like that?
Right?
Like, I don't
know. Maybe like it comes across your playlist every now and again.
Yeah.
Perhaps, yeah.
But it's been a minute. Like,
if I'm listening to some old West, but you know, I wasn't a West Coast girly though.
Right.
But if I am, I'm listening to like, I like Ice Cube a little bit more. Maybe Dr. Dre. Maybe the Chronic. Yeah. Yeah. Or like I feel like Snoop is more like featured on stuff.
Yeah.
I like more than like I'm gonna listen to Dog. What's that, Doggy Style?
Doggy Style.
Yeah. I'm not gonna listen to Doggy. I'm like, I'm not. But
oh, we'll see what happens. I think it'll be interesting to see how people are. If we're going to continue to let things divide us and we're going to choose our entertainment and everything
right
based on political party, which sounds
That
exhausting.
does sound. I have to go and find out what political party you're affiliated
Yeah,
with.
I don't wanna do that. It shouldn't
Mm-mm.
have to be like that. We shouldn't be so
You shouldn't be
divided.
so divided. Yeah.
Did you watch I didn't watch it, but I saw clips of the Saturday Night Live, Dave Chappelle.
I saw clips. I'm not a big. Uh, can I just say I think that Saturday Night Live is weird because who's sitting around Saturday night like that, just watching regular TV? I thought that was so weird. Like you're usually if I'm watching TV at that time of night, I'm watching a movie, not TV.
I would always watch Saturday Night Live at
Yeah,
night.
I know that I'm in a minority of thinking that show's going on for freaking
There's a new movie
decades and
out
decades. Yeah, there's
about
a
it.
documentary and a
Uh-huh.
movie. Like, so I know I'm in the wrong.
I always
Oh
watch
yeah,
Saturday Night Live,
yeah.
and
There's
then
a whole,
Gladiators
yeah,
would come on right after.
and Gladiator. But yeah, and then me being a theater major, everyone else. I would watch it like the next day on like you or like a clip or something.
Yeah, I watched the clips on
But I
YouTube.
was never big on like let's just sit down and watch all of Saturday Night Live. I'm like Saturday night, what are we doing? Watching fucking NBC. It's 9 o'clock at night, guys.
10:30, but
10:30. Okay, it's like let's do something better than this. I don't know.
What if it's like a really good musical artist that you like? You just watch the
No,
clip.
just watch. Because Glorilla was on there. I know I love Glorilla, but I was like, I'll watch it tomorrow.
Yeah,
Thanks, Glo.
yeah. Word.
I'd be happy that the people I know the people who are on there and I love all the people I'm happy,
All right.
but just that day, that night, that evening, no. Saturday nights are not for that.
You're doing it wrong Saturday night.
Because you know me, I'm a party girl.
Exactly.
Always out on Saturday night.
You just sleep with your bonnet on.
Yeah. This is what you're supposed to be
realtor
doing.
stuff.
Yeah.
Having dance parties with yourself.
Exactly.
Cleaning the kitchen,
Saturday
night stuff.
Yeah.
Well, anything else you got?
No.
All right. Well, what are you into, girlie?
Oh, okay. So, y'all know I'm watching Traitors, and this is like last week I said it was a good season. It is because they dropped the first 3 episodes, and then they do all the other episodes on Thursday. So
Okay.
I just watched one episode this last Thursday. It was good, and I'm not gonna give away any spoilers because people might be, I don't want to spoil if you're not watching or if you want to watch or whatever. But I will say, okay, because I don't know if y'all remember I said that one of the people, because this is like the celebrity one.
Right.
So one of the people on there is Dylan Efron, that's Zac's brother. And I said last week that I'd have to have a hard time choosing. I'm going to renege that. I'm going to say no. Zac is my heart. That's it. And I love Dylan, but I just like love him as my brother-in-law. Like that's it. Like so, I'd be like, that would be like if Zac and I got together. I'd be like, we'll call your brother and see if he wants to go to what's the place called?
Him and his new girlfriend.
Yes, they want to go have some go grab a drink with us. Like it'd be like that. Yeah. But I'm not as attracted to him as I am Zac. So sorry, Zac, for the confusion.
Take it back.
Yes. And then so so they get the round table right, and that's when all the crazy, like the good, like because they're trying to convince, because you're trying to say you're a traitor. No, I'm not a traitor, I'm a faithful. There's traitors and there's faithfuls. So everyone's like trying to convince the people of like vote for this guy, and then the guy that's like, no, not me, it's him, so whatever. You're making your arguments for if you're a traitor or you're faithful, right? And so Dylan is really good at the game. And him and Bob the drag queen were going at it, or right ever.
I love Bob the drag queen.
Yeah, okay, so they were going at it, they were having an argument. And then Dylan was like, you have been acting this whole time. I should know. I come from a family of actors. And then Bob goes, not good one.
Bob.
Girl, can you tell me if I was there? Don't you know? I'd be like, Bob, don't do that.
You would have said,
Bob. I would have been like, I like you, but you need to calm all that down. You need to calm all that down. So that's why Zachy catching a stray on Traitors, just inadvertently. And then, but this is a funny part, because Dolores is on there. Dolores was on the Real Housewives of New Jersey. Okay. And like after everything's said and done, they're leaving. Like, cause it's all like emotional and tense in there, and they're all leaving. And Dolores goes, and Dylan, don't worry, your brother's a very good actor. And I was like, thank you, Dolores. Thank you for clearing that up.
Common sense in here.
Yes. Because no one said anything. Because I would have been like, no. You took it too far.
That's Too far, Bob.
Right. Knowing I would have been like, I would have defended my man. So I was happy that Dolores was like, don't worry.
Uh, Zach, if you're listening, he didn't mean it.
Like, I like Bob, but I'm like, Bob, chill. That was not nice. Not too
Bob
much
is
on my
cutthroat. It's
Zachy.
hilarious.
Yeah, he's a character.
I like Bob, and I like Trixie and Katya a lot. I love
From
their show. Drag Race.
I don't know why I was like in my head. I just wanted so bad to say
From the
real.
West Wing.
I was like Real Housewives of Drag Queens, and I was like, that is not it. That's why I was just looking at you. Like,
Real
I can't
Housewives of
think
Drag
of the name of the show.
Race.
Drag Race. Drag
Yeah,
Race.
Drag Race. Yeah, I love Trixie and Katya. They're hilarious together.
I'm into that whole show. I have never seen it, but I can imagine that it's
You've
funny.
never watched
I've
Drag
never
Race?
watched Drag Race.
Oh my gosh, it's so fun. Season 5 was a big one on Drag Race.
I think that's maybe when you get your footing or something.
Yeah.
Like you really know who you are as a show.
That was it. I think that was the one with Alaska,
Mhm.
and it was like they called it the Alaska Talks. There was like 3 of them, and yeah, they were a little trio. It's fun. Drag Race is so fun. The Shade Room, and it's just they're so sassy. It's hilarious, and RuPaul is just so amazing. We were watching.
One lost the award.
Yeah, it's a great show, and it's just fun. It does. The first couple seasons were awkward because there was one. So at the end of the episode, they have like a lip sync, and you like you dance for your life, lip sync for your life. And at the beginning of the series, there was one guy that kept being like physical with the other drag queens and like pick them up and try to swirl them around to like throw them off their game, like for this lip syncing thing. And then they had to be like, okay, y'all can't touch each other. Like it season 2, I feel like was a little bit weird. But then season 5, I thought was fun.
Great.
Because I like Alaska a lot.
We should do a study on reality TV season 5.
Ooh, good one. We should.
Because something happens. Something really clicks. Kind of comes together.
Something.
Word. Well, what are you into, sister?
Girl, I've been into having dance parties at the house with Quincy.
Oh, I thought you were going to say with Beyonce.
Dance party with
Beyonce.
Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Still a jam.
Yeah.
No, so we used to like listen to stories and do like chill bedtime stuff. And then I don't know what happened, but we had a dance party one night. So now every night is dance party night.
Of course.
And it's been fun to like go back and be like, oh, what about this video or that video? And Quincy right now requests Doechii.
Of course.
Okay.
Right.
Diva.
Right.
Pink Pony Club. She likes the Saturday Night Live version.
Okay.
Not the musical video.
Okay, gotcha.
Musical video. But the music video for Pink Pony Club was made like several years ago before it got big.
Oh, okay.
And so like she's not in like her traditional like she's Chapel Roan, but she's not near as made up. It's not it's like her dancing in a little dive bar.
I think if Chapel Roan like walked by us in the street, I don't think I would really. It's her.
Yeah, probably not.
Because she's one of those people that I feel like in every picture she looks different.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, oh, that's Chapel Roan. Oh, that's Chapel Roan. Oh, I didn't know she looked like that. Like, and every time I see her.
Every time.
So she could walk by me and I'd be like, girl, you just missed Chapel Roan. Oh, shit.
Where? You talked to her.
I did. Was that nice?
She said her name was Emily.
Girl, I would. I'm like, totally miss her.
No, we've been pulling up good ones. We were pulled up Fatboy Slim, Weapon of Choice the other day. Quincy did not like that one.
Oh.
Holla Back Girl, that's always a hit.
Yay.
We listened to Love Shack the other day. Well, RuPaul. I think that was her first like big break because she was in the video for Love Shack.
Yeah. Who?
RuPaul.
Oh, RuPaul. Oh, I was like,
who? Yeah, RuPaul was in the
like,
Love Shack.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
No, I gotta go watch it.
I got it in queue.
All right.
Yeah. So yeah, but Quincy's not a very good dancer right now. She just wants you to like pick her up and throw her around.
Oh.
She won't like
Like,
dance on her own. Like you have to do all the work, and like she'll swing you around, and it's like dead weight. And you're like, dancing's supposed to be fun for everyone,
right? You're
Like, girl,
supposed
my
to
arms
just,
get tired,
that's hilarious.
and then she'll want to spin, but like she holds onto my finger real tight. I'm like, girl, that thing is not on a swivel. Like, loosen your grip. Wild 4-year-old. She likes to get dizzy.
Is that
Loud ass train.
that what that is?
Yes.
I thought it was an ice cream truck. It was.
No. Loud ass train.
Oh my.
Whatever. So yeah, we just been having dance parties, and Paul will get in on it. Lou will. Quincy.
Everybody.
Everybody's dancing and having a good time.
Very nice. Love it.
So that kind of leads us into our triple dipper, because what is 2025 already?
Yeah, we don't know.
Yeah. So our triple dipper is our top 3 favorite music videos.
Yay! I don't think we've done this one. We might have done something similar to it, but
Let us know
if you remember,
if you remember.
I know you're keeping track out there.
Exactly.
So I think it's
Brand might know. And Randy, that's probably it.
You guys already did this. Sorry.
Wow. Oh, we'll do it again.
Right.
So, do you have any honorable mentions?
No, I didn't.
I do have one because I last minute changed. So I forgot how much I enjoyed Daft Punk Around the World. Do you remember that video?
Yeah.
So it has skeletons, swimmers, robots, mummies, and then like the big headed guys in the suit. And each person like dances to a different like beat. And it's just so cool. I love videos like that. They're like simple but like weird.
Yeah. That was a pretty cool video. Yeah.
So yeah, that's my honorable mention.
Very cool.
All right. You want to go first, or you want me to?
You go ahead and go first.
All right. My number 3 is George Michael, Too Funky.
Too Funky.
That's the one where they're on the catwalk, and she's like, "Are you trying to seduce me? You're just too funky for me. I gotta get up and you and let you go." I don't know the words of the song.
Oh, girl, I don't know.
It was fun. And then the one girl, she had on like this motorcycle. It was like a leather bustier with motorcycle handles, and when she walked down,
is that the thing where you get the scruffy George Michael?
No, he was handsome. And the one girl had that big white puff thing. Look up Too Funky. It's so good. I love George Michael. Freedom was my second choice. But I liked Too Funky a little bit better. I thought it was quirky and fun.
It's a little bit more funky.
Yeah, but it's still all the like 90s models that like he had in Freedom. I don't know why I loved this one so much, but nobody ever knows Too Funky.
Yeah, I don't know. This song doesn't sound familiar. Oh, it does sound familiar. Never mind.
Yeah, and there's that one real angry one. They're such divas. This is how I imagine like a catwalk would be.
It is. Okay. And this is like real 90s supermodels.
It is real 90s.
This Linda, what's her name? Evangelina or something like that? Okay.
It's fun.
Yeah. I'm like, yes, it is a nice. Who else? This Nadia? I don't know who that is.
I don't know that one.
Okay.
It's a great video, though.
It is a great video.
Beautiful models and George Michael and a catchy pop tune.
Right. And he looks really cool. I like 5 o'clock shadow George Michael.
Oh, yeah.
Right? He's got the hat on.
He's so handsome.
He is handsome. Aww.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I do remember that.
And she's got the heart leather butt. I don't know why those motorcycle handles I thought were so cool.
You're like, yes.
Get it, girl.
That's hilarious.
Like I said, more obscure than I thought.
No, it's not. I just like now that I see it, I'm like,
You're like,
oh,
"Oh,
it
yeah."
just like took me. I'm like, what? But yeah, no.
Alright, what's your number 3?
Well, number 3 for me, well, of course, surprise, surprise, Beyonce Formation.
Good
That
one.
was a really good one. That had a lot of meaning
Mhm.
behind it. That's when she was like, "I don't care. I'm gonna let y'all know that I'm black" era. She was yes.
That meme, Beyonce becomes the first black woman.
Yeah. Or have you ever seen the Saturday Night Live sketch when they were like, "Beyonce's black," and all the white people were like, "Beyonce's black?"
Uh,
Um. Oh yes, but it was just beautiful imagery and just like the little dancing she did. Of course, all the dancing and just beautiful. It was New Orleans. That Lemonade album was
that was a time.
that was a time. A lot of people it was their number one. It's not my number one though, but
Is
a
Cowboy Carter
lot
your
of people.
number 1?
I don't know. I think Renaissance may be my number one.
Oh,
I think. Yeah, I think Renaissance is my number one. But
nice.
all of them are wonderful.
Yeah, you
But
can't go
yeah, you
wrong.
can't go wrong. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But beautiful video. I had to include my girls somewhere.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
yeah.
Although, like, I always, like, look up, like, top music videos. I'll look, like, for ideas,
Hmm.
and everybody had all the single ladies on there. I was like, "Really?"
Yeah, that's not.
It's just iconic.
Yeah, it's iconic, and the dancing is amazing and stuff. But if you're a Beyonce fan, Single Ladies is not something that you listen. Like if
Right,
that's like your girl, like if you're part of the Beehive, you're not over there listening to Single Ladies.
right.
Like,
Like,
come on, give me a break.
when did that come out? That was a long time ago.
Yeah, that was I am. Whenever I Am Sasha Fierce came out, because that was. And then I heard someone say at a concert the one time, like at the Renaissance concert, that someone heard someone going, "Oh, she didn't play Single Ladies," and everyone was like, "You should have given your ticket to a real fan."
You've said enough. Yeah.
If they would have walked in saying that, I would have been like, "There's a free ticket here. Give it up.
Beat her up.
Give it
Keep the
up. You
ticket.
don't deserve it."
That's funny. I did get mad at a Modest Mouse show one time
Mhm.
because they heard "Float On," and that was when it was like popular.
Uh-huh.
They're like, "All right, we heard the song. Let's go."
Ah,
And I was like,
oh,
"Ooh,
right. You just
ew,"
came for that. Like even
and it
if
was like
you
on a
did,
commercial, and ooh,
that's weird. Even
so
if you did like pretty much know like one song, you still, yeah, that's not cool.
yeah.
Wow.
But Modest Mouse
Mm.
didn't put on a good show at
Oh
Eastville that
yeah.
time. It did not look like they were excited to be there.
Uh,
I've heard they are better in
uh,
concert, but
uh,
yeah.
that's what
And
they're
if you're a
doing.
Modest Mouse song, like that's the popular one, but that's not the one that's not our favorite.
Right, right.
So samesies, Beyonce fans. All right. My number 2, Missy Elliott, The
Mm.
Rain. Super duper fly. Yeah, because I love the Ann Peebles version, like the original.
Mhm.
I loved that. I used to like the movie The Commitments. Did you ever see that? It was
Oh.
like set in Ireland. It was a bunch of people that wanted to play music together, and they started playing like soul music. And it's a really good soundtrack. And I Can't Stand the Rain is on there. They do a fun
Oh.
version of it. But I've always liked that song. And then Missy Elliott comes
Missy,
back
yeah.
with the fisheye view,
Yeah.
and then the big black thing, and then the
Mhm.
deal. She looks
Word.
so cool.
She had some cool she did have really now I'm sad I didn't put a Missy Elliott video on.
Yeah, Missy Elliott, she
Yeah.
had a lot of good
She
ones.
had some she was a good video.
And she was still a little bit like she slimmed down a lot. She
Mhm.
was never big, but like
Right.
she looked thicker then.
Right.
You were definitely like tricked by her.
Yeah, and
I think she
and then
probably did that on
also in the
purpose.
90s and 2000s, we also thought our definition of big was
Yeah,
quite
plus size.
plus size was like because we all
Offensive.
thought that That's So Raven was plus size, and you look at her and you're like, she's like lovely, nice size girl.
Like
Like,
a normal size person.
yes, like, and yeah. So Yeah, and then Missy's not really. She wasn't like that kind of an artist where she's like, "Look at my body." Like she's
Right.
not that. But yeah, she had. I always loved the
She did
video
say,
with
"Keep
her
your eyes
and
off my badonk-a-donk-donk."
because you got dunk it, don't
She did. Nobody even knew it.
right. But the video with her and Pharrell when they were marionettes, that was a good one
That
too.
is a good
It's one of
one.
my favorites.
Yeah. Oh, Missy.
Oh,
I just love a
Missy.
good dance scene.
Oh my god, that's all. I feel like that's all my videos are. Like, there's gotta include some dancing.
Yeah, definitely.
So the ones with stories and stuff were good and they were fun, but they weren't like my favorite that I could watch.
I almost put "Do you remember the time" on mine?
Oh yeah, that's a
Because
good one.
every time I think about it, I think of that hilarious Twitter thread of the guy was
Yeah.
like, "You come in my house and like remember the time when we fell in love." That Eddie Murphy should have slapped the shit out of you. What's the map? It was like, "Do you know how far it is from?"
Because what did he say? He went from Paris to we can go to Paris and they're in Africa or something like that.
Yeah, there's like a map. Do you know how far
And
it
then someone said talking about some.
is? You said in another man's house. That is the funniest. And then there's another TikTok girl, and she does a thing of Michael Jackson in the sound booth, and they're like, "Keep going." She's like, "Oh, what about us, girl? You and me on the floor in the bed. Oh, what about us?" And she just keeps going,
Like,
and they're like, "Keep going." uh, I don't know. Remember the time we did listen to that one the other day. I
that's
forgot Magic Johnson was in it.
girl. That was a little mini Eddie Murphy, Magic Johnson,
Grace Jones.
uh, Grace Jones, and Iman. Wasn't
Oh,
Iman?
that was Iman.
Yeah, I was like, wasn't that Grace
That
Jones?
wasn't
Yeah,
Grace
that's
Jones.
good
Good
stuff.
stuff. Except put it out in another man's house.
What did you just do?
Missy
Okay,
Elliott.
okay.
My
So
number
my
two.
number 2 is Aaliyah. Are you that somebody? Are you that somebody? Are you that
Mm.
somebody? Because that had an amazing dance sequence, and we learned that. Me and my sister and Angel.
In the desert with the sticks. Is that the
No,
one?
that was where were they? Some sort of cave or something. I don't know. It was like
Mm.
black and gray, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't really know where they were. But oh boy, I've been watching you like a hawk in the sky that flies, and you are my prey. But I promise you, yes, girl.
Nice. And back in the day, you had to like. It was
Yes,
hard to learn those moves and
it was
stuff. You
hard.
didn't have YouTube and pause and go
Mm-mm.
back 10 and nah.
We had to rewind, pause, slow mo. I remember we had slow motion. I remember we got slow motion on our VCR, and we were like, yes,
Ooh.
now we can really learn some stuff.
But you had to tape it
Yes,
to
yeah,
get it.
yeah.
Because, yeah, TiVo wasn't even a thing for a long time.
So yes, so that's and Aaliyah always said she has some really cool. She had her dance moves were like a little bit different too, but they were cool,
Did
really
you see that
cool.
Aaliyah's getting her own Barbie? Yeah, it was
No,
like in honor of like her birthday or something. But
oh,
Aaliyah got her own Barbie.
hmm. I saw pictures of her funeral. It was crazy to see.
All
I
the
was like,
people
oh
there.
yeah, all the people there. I was like, oh.
Yeah. We
Hmm.
could have talked about her last week on the conspiracy
On the
theory
conspiracy,
episode.
yes, because everyone thinks that Beyonce killed her.
Hmm. There's conspiracy
Even
theories about Michael Johnson,
Magic Johnson.
Magic
Hmm.
Johnson too. That he never had
Oh,
AIDS,
oh yes, I've
but
heard
that
that.
it helped fund AIDS and yeah. I did have a VHS that had Michael Johnson at why do I keep saying Michael? Magic Johnson at the beginning, and he was like, "I have HIV," and you're like, "Oh my gosh!" And like he
Yes.
talked to you about it. But yeah,
And he never Magic never looked sick or
yeah,
nothing.
he never even slowed down.
Never nothing. Like,
I mean, I'm glad.
yeah. But it just goes to it's either like that's why okay, so yeah, maybe the conspiracy is true, but it also goes to show you like if you have money, you'll be
Yeah,
fine. You'll be
literally,
fine. He
exactly.
got all the best treatment. Because there was a time he looks good now. Like I think but there was a time even where I feel like he got bigger. Like, oh, Magic looked healthy.
Yeah, you're right.
But now I feel like now he's slimmed down a little bit back down. But
It's just funny thinking of him. Like, why was he in Michael Jackson's music video?
right, because those are stars back in the day.
That's
It was a
true.
big
Get
deal.
them all in there.
Yeah, just like Michael Jordan and all them.
Yeah. All right, you ready for my number one?
Oh yes.
Janet Jackson. If
What?
is that your number one?
Yes. I was like, yes.
It's so good.
That was yes. And that's when Janet's still fine, but that was like peak fine.
You saw her come out and you gasped.
Yes, everybody, the women were like, the men were like,
yeah. Do you remember like the Asian bar theme surrounding that music video though?
Yes, yeah.
I did not remember that because I rewatched it this morning. So I'm like, it's so good. But I remember being like, I remember the red, like flowy things and everything. But I did not remember like the old guy trying to knock on the door to get in and all the surveillance videos.
Yeah.
And everybody like, it was like real sexy in there. And I did not remember that.
I would totally one of the Janet's in there dancing.
Yeah. I'd be so upset if I couldn't get in. Yeah, and she had on the black with like the little things. So good.
I'm like, I think that's like there's a certain generation of women who are like, if that's top of my list.
That was immediately my thought when you said it. And I almost didn't put it number one because I was afraid you did. Yeah.
Well, that's fine because that's fun. I bet you Randy would agree.
I mean, how many 90s girls?
Yeah. Who agrees that If is one of the best videos of all time?
Yeah. Go to our Spotify, take the poll.
Yes.
We'll put it up for a week. We'll put
And I think that, like I said, like Remember the Time and of course Thriller, all of those long videos are great, but the greatness of a true music video is that it is only 3 minutes and you can watch it continuously and learn the dances and stuff. So I think that's why I didn't pick any super long ones because like I did watch them, but they were not as rewatchable as an If or because it's just a song. You just want to watch the song. You just want to listen to the song and see the breakdown of the
right. I just want to see
that part. That like yes,
yeah, so good.
Yeah, so good. And she was like a beautiful, amazingly gorgeous.
Her hair was like that honey color.
It's all curly.
She was all like abs. Janet Jackson.
Because she did that like sexy shy thing, and you're like, okay, Janet.
Yeah, she did sexy shy really good. Didn't somebody? I think Kim Kardashian recently wore that outfit somewhere.
Really?
Yeah, and
she's always wearing somebody's outfit.
Get out of everybody's clothes. Oh, I finally saw that video of her and slapping each other. Yeah,
weren't you appalled?
Yeah, and Courtney was like, "What are you guys doing?"
Yes. No, Chloe said that.
Yeah, Chloe.
Courtney was
just towering over them.
Yes.
And then hit me. She's like, "Oh, if I hit you, you would drop to the ground."
Oh my gosh, that's so crazy. But I'd say that Courtney and Kim are so. I hope they work out their because I see both sides of their argument. They just have a lifelong tug argument. I think
sisters.
They look at life differently, and I see both. Like Courtney is just all about like the family. Let me be a mom and natural and all this stuff. And Kim is like, we gotta work. You gotta work. Work. And Courtney's like, calm the fuck down.
Yeah.
And I can see both of them, their points of views, but you don't have to fight your sister.
Yeah, don't put your hands on.
Yeah. Me and Randy have never had a physical fight like that. So
yeah, my little brothers are 23 and 25 years younger than me. So obviously we weren't fighting.
Yeah, we weren't. Yeah.
I could have kicked their ass then and they could kick my ass now.
Yeah.
So.
Like we're not, we get mad at each other, but we're not like, well, hit me then.
Slap me, bitch.
My mom would be so sad if we fought like that.
I know. I don't know.
That's why I could not be like, you better be glad Mama is here. But I've never even gotten
I feel like if you just put your hand like this, Randy would be and
would.
start crying, and then you'd get
That's
yelled
how
at.
she used to do back in the day.
Randy.
God dang it,
Randy,
Randy.
you're such a little sister.
Oh.
But I mean, good. I mean, Janet Jackson is. That's the one.
That's it.
That's the one. Nothing better.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, you got anything else, girlfriend?
No, girl, this is a fun episode. I had
Yeah.
fun. I always have fun, though.
Yeah, me too. Did you guys have fun? I hope so. So, my name's Leslie. Make sure, like, what are we doing? Make sure you follow us on TikTok because it's back for 75 days. Like 70 at this point. Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Because if TikTok's gonna be finicky, you can definitely find us on YouTube.
Yes, for sure. Same these. Follow your girl Ramelle the Realtor on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube.
We'll see y'all next week.
Bye.
Bye. Woo woo woo.